Hey guys, it's Mark coming to you with another upload. I'm sitting in front of 7-Eleven, Clarks, Tennessee. Just how, just going with the video I did yesterday and stuff like that. Calling stuff out. Talking about the situation with the, inflation with game prices from 1977. It's game industry biz.biz. Was the website I used I went to was GameIndustry.biz, and the article happened around 2022 August of that year. And I read the whole article, and I read all the graphs of though, and I paraphrased the article, and I read the graphs in detail from 1977 2600 all the way up to the Xbox X series, and see how it affects the console gaming, but it doesn't really affect PC gaming. I think it needs to be addressed that console gaming is the one that's dictating these prices. Okay? PC gaming is not dictating the $80 price tag that Nintendo is trying to conjure up to make actually happen. It's console gaming. And will it affect PC gaming? Of course, eventually it will. Because right now there's some games that are $70 right now on PC that I refuse to buy. Other games that are $60 I refuse to buy. Last of Us Part 2 dropped. People say it's a crappy game. I've heard nothing but good reviews about it. People who are part and are not part of the LGBTQ community. I'm not part. I'm not part of that camp. But people who played it, who are not part of it, and are part of it, say, hey, it's a good game. It's just, has it's a little slower than the first one, but it's not a bad story. It kind of picks up after the effects of that one. So, that being said, though, games like that, though, how many times can you remaster The Last of Us Part 1 and 2? Or, where's the infamous Second Son remaster? That's a good game I played on PS4. It's a great game. I played both sides, the good and bad side, and it was great. But you don't get that. You get The Last of Us Part 2 and Part 1, but where is the new games? So I'm thinking, yes, granted, the PC is pretty much the remaster capital of the the game industry, because every time they remaster a game, it comes on PC and it sells quite well. Last of Us Part 2 is selling decently on PC because a lot of PC gamers have not played it yet, and they heard about Last of Us Part 1 being good, so they went ahead and bought 2. Me, I'll probably buy both of them when it drops on a summer sale or winter sale. I'll probably pick up both of them. But I have that able to do so because PC gaming is always going to be generally cheaper. But there's still going to be situations where the game industry is going to capitalize on every aspect of PC gaming, including PC. I mean, again, game platforms, including PC gaming. Eventually, PC gaming is going to be just expensive as console gaming. But see, what makes us different than console gamers, a lot of you guys on my channel or PC gamers understand, is that we don't have to pay for Plus or Game Pass Ultimate. I have it because I already had it. So, me paying for it, I can download some games and play them on my PC, or I can delete them if I want to. I can delete any game I want to on my Xbox side and free up my SSDs if I have to. And I do that a lot. I got rid of Doom. Then I turned around and bought Doom Eternal on Steam. Why? Because it was cheaper. And I bought it on Steam, even though I can get it on Game Pass Ultimate. But console gaming is generally going to be more expensive because of the overall aspect that you're held down to a console platform ecosystem, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever, and they can charge whatever they want and you'll pay it because you have to. Now, unlike Xbox, unlike Nintendo or Sony, Xbox Game Pass games day one go to Game Pass Ultimate. Question I asked is, how long is that gonna? How long is that gonna last? How long is Game Pass Ultimate going to be getting these free games day one? You think about it, they increased prices, 3 to 4 times already on both sides, plus and the Ultimate. So if you're doing all this stuff here, if anything dictates, if the markets dictate what I read yesterday, $80 games is going to be the norm, but it's going to be the norm that we wish the console gamers wish we had. Because right now, and it's called GamesIndustry.biz. The article came out in 2022, August 2022, and it showed games, prices of games. If inflation from 2022 was back in 1977, and it showed how the game prices were going down compared to what it was, and how it's like $80 per game, $80 some change per game. I think this is going to be the norm, folks. We can run from it, we can hide from it, we can scream, you can claw, you can climb the tallest mountain in the world, but you can't hide from it. If you're a gamer, and I don't care which side you're playing on, well, it's just affecting console gamers. It doesn't matter. There's $70 games on PC right now that I refuse to buy because I don't want to buy that kind of cash. Because my line is $60. Last of Us Part 2, $60. I'm like, yeah, no. Even though I have Steam money and I can cover it, I'm still not going to get it because I don't believe in it. Not saying that I'm better than anybody else, or no, it's because I value what my family gave me for Christmas, mostly Steam cards, because that's what I want for Christmas, Steam cards. No, I'll buy them purses or food processors or whatever they want for Christmas, whatever, and I get Steam cards. I don't really care. It's not a one-to-one gift. I don't care. Because all I want is Steam card. I don't care. And I can buy what I want if I want to. But I choose not to because I'm just a tightwad person. Because, I bought a house and I bought a car. To me, that's more important. So, and buying games, I get on a theme. But going back to that situation, though, is that console gaming is going to be taking a big hit. If these prices keep going up, if prices keep going the way they're going, the console game industry could pretty much fracture into a subculture where you're going to have those people who are not going to buy any games at all because they can't afford it, but they'll keep plugging away at PlayStation Plus and Game Pass Ultimate, hoping that some game they want to play will go onto that subscription that they can download and play. Where PC gaming, as of right now, the market hasn't shifted too much. Really, yeah, there's $70 games now, but you wait a couple weeks, boom, they go on sale because it's nature of the beast. Steam can offer that. Sony and Microsoft pretty much can't or refuse to do so. Unless it's their third-party games. If it's their first-party games, then they make all the deals they want with them. But if it's like something like Capcom, Resident Evil, whatever, or Dead Rising, they have no control over Capcom. They can ask for discounts and deals, but if Capcom says, no. And you want this game on your platform or not. Well, it sells like gangbusters on other platforms. Yeah, of course we want it. So then you'll bend the knee. Then your console of choice will bend the knee, and you'll be paying $70 for a game. that a PC would pay $39.99 or $50 for. It just, the nature of the beast. That's why kind of like PC gaming is always going to be the superior game platform. But it will affect PC gaming eventually if PC gamers take their eye off the ball. I think PC gamers that I've learned over the last 5 years being PC gaming is that they're very aggressive when it comes to games. They're very aggressive on what games they want. They're very aggressive on how they're going to pay for it and if they want to pay for it or not. And a lot of my friends who've been PC gaming a lot longer than I have are really aggressive when it comes to online features. And you don't muddy the water. They don't care about the Xbox Ultimate or Game Pass crap. They'll buy Halo. They'll buy the Call of Duty. They'll buy the Gears of War on Steam and play. And they don't want to have to be fiddling around with online memberships. That's what I learned from PC gaming for the last 5 years of being part of it. That it's a very interesting bunch of people. So $80 per game may not be feasible to a PC gamer, but to a console gamer, it's life or death. Because you guys don't have a choice. You don't. You say you do, but you don't. You don't have, because you saw Sony take the knee on Helldivers 2. Saw Microsoft take the knee when it comes to Steam and force people to log in with Game Pass Ultimate. They refunded the game, and they refused to buy it. PC gamers refused to buy PlayStation, Xbox games, and they took the knee. You console gamers wish you had that kind of power, but you sold yourselves out a long time ago. For online features and party chats, and and Twitch gaming, and Twitch TV gaming, streaming. You guys sold yourselves out. So now $80 per game is just a normal fact of life, and it's going to be, folks. I'm sorry to tell you this. You're going to be paying $80 a game eventually. You can run from it, you can hide from it, but eventually you'll be paying it. Because that's just the way it's going to be. Because console gaming, you guys cannot dictate anything. You guys cannot dictate to anybody anything because you guys have allowed yourselves to be dictated by your corporate leader masters, PlayStation, Microsoft, and now Nintendo. Listen, guys, you're not going to win this arc in this war. You're going to lose it, and you're going to give these three companies every dollar. Okay? You want to get out of it? Buy a gaming rig and just play gaming online on PC. That's the best option I can give you. Because right now, my Xbox, I only use it for Peacock and YouTube premium stuff like movies or music I listen to when I'm taking a nap or whatever. I don't have to sit there and I don't have to have a console to play a game on it. So, yes, I have Game Pass Ultimate because I bought it for 2 years. And I always buy a month because I was just like, I like downloading games I want to and playing them and moving on, but I don't have to own them. So that's me. But I have tons of games on my Steam account that I have from Microsoft and Sony, and and Ubisoft and other types of publishers that I play that I enjoy playing. I have no problem whatsoever enjoying the games. I have no problem whatsoever enjoying the situation. I have no problem whatsoever enjoying what I'm doing. I have no problem whatsoever taking the time and enjoying the game, and buying these games cheap. I mean, like I said, I bought a game one time cost $8 that came out maybe like a year earlier. So on Steam sales, you guys dream to have game prices that low. So it's not just me slapping in the face. Now, I was a console gamer too for a lot longer time than most of you guys have been on this planet. But I've learned a long time ago, about 5 years ago, that console gaming is dead. It's being priced out of existence, folks. Console gaming is literally being priced out of existence. It's going to be, it's going to die a excruciating, painful death dedicated to the fact that no one cares about the gaming industry and why things have happened the way they happened. That's the way it is, folks. Now, if you don't like the fact that it's happening, and $80 is going to happen eventually, then sell your Xbox, PlayStation, Switches, and just go, live on a commune. I don't know what to tell you, because it's expensive, guys. I'm telling you, gaming is not a poor man's hobby. Okay, I've been saying this for a long time. You're gonna pay to play. The gaming community, the gaming industry is not a poor man's hobby. You have to understand that. We have to get this. We have to understand what it means. And a lot of you are just not paying attention. RGT85, Angry Joe, Dreamcast guy, you guys are not paying attention to this. You guys are going to pay $80 per game eventually. It's just the way it's going to be. Even if it takes 5 years. 5 years now, doesn't matter. It could be 5 years or 5 minutes from now. The fact of the matter is, eventually, that can go up to $80. Why? Because console gaming is expensive. PC gaming is where it's at. Even though you only own licenses, it's a cheaper version. But then again, you're paying a lot of money for that rig up front. See, like I said, guys, the gaming is not once again, gaming is not a poor man's hobby. You can't be poor and be a gamer. It's impossible. You can't be living in mommy's basement, poor, scraping together enough money to go buy a Call of Duty game, because you can run around with Nicki Minaj in a machine, with a machine gun, or Ninja Turtle, or whatever the hell they have nowadays. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense to me. And that's why I stopped playing Call of Duty. So that's why I installed Black Ops 6. Like, you know what? I didn't buy it. I installed it on Game Pass. I'm like, I'm not even gonna play this anymore. Not because I don't care about it. It's just I just don't respect it anymore. So $80, it is a lot of a big investment. It goes back to the arcade era where 25 cents was no longer enough. A buck was considered. And we have dollar coins now, but back in the 80s and late 80s, or late 80s, we didn't have dollar coins. So it was a big spend. It wasn't a casual spend. 25 cents, casual spend. 25 cents, you can get you a phone call with a phone booth at home. So it was a very casual spend. It wasn't, this nickel and diamond is nowadays. So it just, it's a lot of things that happened. You saw the arcade go away. Now you go Dave and Buster's or whatever. Yeah, but that's different. Arcade quarters and stuff. That's how old I am. So, in closing, guys, what I'm trying to say is this. Get ready for the $80, $90 game, because they're coming. Okay, there's just no way we're going to stop it. It's been foretold back in 2022. It's going to happen, folks. It's going to happen if you like it or not. It's going to take over. It can be law of the land, and we're going to have to accept it. Don't accept it, don't buy it. Like I said, hang up your consoles, trade them in, and move to a commune or something, because it's not going to be simple, folks. It ain't going to be simple. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time playing games. Because like I said, console gaming, or any gaming in general, is not a poor man's hobby. You can't be poor and be a gamer. It's impossible. Even if you buy an Xbox X series, you still got to pay money every month to play games. The game you want to buy, $70. Boom, that's money you got to spend. So, like I said, guys, in closing, just be understandable about this. Let's have a good discussion about it. What do you guys think? Is $80 going to turn you off to it, or is like well, it doesn't matter anymore? I know a lot of people out there are gonna be like, oh well, I'm still gonna fight and buy the games because I have friends who play the games and I gotta do it, or have like, I can't afford it; it's too expensive. Where do you guys fit on that camp? Are you guys against it, or are you guys like, okay, well, it is what it is? Comment down below your thoughts. Peace out.